Soon, you might very well learn the truth. I have to be ready to face anything. I'm determined to save you. Hold up, you guys.
What is it?
I want to look through that room over there. I'm curious what we'll find.
That's the room you visited in your past, right? Sure. We can check it out. This looks like some kind of research facility.
A laboratory secreted away in the Forbidden Zone. Why am I past being surprised at this point?
Looks pretty deserted.
Let's check it out. It might give us a new lead.
For the people of Lenegis, the Forbidden Zone is the stuff of...
It's off limits even for lords, then?
Being exclusive is one thing, but how many important...
Strange doesn't cover it. If it was only one, whoever the Sovereign is, they can...
Did no one ever talk about it when you were growing up?
No, not that I can remember. Then again...
The Forbidden Zone is a hallowed place, at one with the Sovereign's authority. That is what we believed this place to be. But now, it is finally time to discover this area's truth. I think I can make this work.
Well, can you make head or tail of it?
These are experiment records, by the looks of it. Reams of them, dating back hundreds of years. Let's see. A composite being capable of controlling Dahnan astral energy, so as to convert its molecular and elemental makeup. The creation of a governing central figure, taking the form of a Dahnan. Codename Sovereign.
Sovereign!
Wait, there's more. Research into utilizing force field crystals for the purpose of stable astral energy containment. That must be the Master Course. With all this raw data, there's bound to be records here somewhere about the Maiden and the Lords, too.
About the lords? Why would they be on there?
Think about it. The Lord's crests are clearly of a piece with those of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. Not to mention the fact that the contenders to the crown are selected from otherwise regular Renan citizens. In other words, it may be that all Renans are unwittingly being made subject to some kind of grand scheme.
What about the Sovereign? Does it say anything else?
Where do I start? All I've read so far is the headlines. There's so much here. To sift through all of it would require specialized... Wait.
What is it? Did you find something?
It's a list of names, with the title, Test Subjects, Sovereign. It's your call.
Read it.
There must be dozens of test subjects listed here. Hundreds even. All of them failures. Wait, I think I've found one that was successful. Test subject number 1273. Ethnicity, NA. Unique Adjustment Index, Generation, NA. Given name, Alphen.
They re-engineered me. Right here in this lab.
Alphen.
It's fine, really. What about the others? Was I the only one?
Test subject number 10105. Ethnicity, NA. Unique Adjustment Index, Generation, NA. Given name, Volron.
Volron? But that means...
He's only sovereign because someone made him that way too.
He's the last one. In 3 centuries worth of records, you and Volron are the only 2 subjects on whom the experiment was a success.
But what about the winners of the crown contests? Does this mean that none of them were ever crowned sovereign after all?
Upon victory, the Sovereign shall return to Rena and rule over Rena and Lenegis combined. When a new Sovereign is decided, the outgoing monarch shall relinquish their post and live out the rest of their days on Rena. So we were told. But according to these records, there have only ever been 2 Sovereigns, neither of whom had anything to do with the crown contest. It's all lies, including the part about the Sovereign residing in Rena. The crown contest was never about deciding a new ruler. It must always have been devised for some other purpose.
But even supposing that's true, someone must have been in charge for the past 3 centuries, right? If it wasn't the Sovereign, then who was it?
Crown contests have been held this whole time, in spite of the fact that there was already a sovereign. Me. Meaning that for the past 300 years, someone out there has to have been maintaining that lie. The same person I'm willing to bet is behind all this.
The Red Woman?
It's possible. But that doesn't necessarily mean she's the mastermind behind this scheme. She could be working for someone else. Someone back on the Renan homeworld.
Either way, it's fair to say she's definitely involved somehow.
What about the data records? Is there no other information that could help us?
Not that I can see. Just file upon file of experiment results. There's nothing here about who's behind all this, or what their endgame is, unfortunately. I've barely managed to scratch the surface, mind you. You won't be able to read through it all, but you're welcome to take a look through what you can, while we're here.
I'll do that.
We're a long way from the residential core.
Yeah, you're right.
Except the Danon Astral
In a portion of the city reserved purely for the
Maybe he just has strange...
This place looks like it has been here for quite some time. Still, this isn't the sort of...
Hold up,
When a preference is indulged to its extreme, it descends into kitsch, eccentricity for the sake of it.
that depends.
The void that art fills isn't the stomach.
In that case, I'll let you know the next time my soul...
Now all we need is something to fill up the void inside your head.
Shut up!
Volron! He really was still alive.
And there's the Renis Alma. Then, is this another spirit channeling ceremony?
Wait, though. Something doesn't seem right here.
Oh, once more, the powers must be united. Born from the fires of chaos, the world does seek its rightful state. All must be sacrificed in the heart of Rena, at the shrine of the true sovereign.
What has happened to him? He's lost himself, reduced to a mere cog in the machine.
Hey, look! Over there!
Isn't that the Maiden's crest?
Can it be that this entire chamber is meant to act as a substitute for the Maiden?
It looks like it's still running, but... Are we already too late to stop the ceremony?
If that's what caused Lenegis' transformation, then the purpose of the ceremony must have been to drain all the astral energy out of Dana.
But for what purpose? What could possibly need astral energy on that sort of scale?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I'll bet it's connected to those visions of oblivion. Regardless, we cannot stand by and let them steal Dana's energy. That said, we should retrieve the Renis Alma. Because right now, we need that most of all.
He's not gonna lunge at us out of nowhere, right?
Not the time, Law.
Alphen, look!
The Red Woman! So we finally found you. I have a lot of questions for you.
Wait!
What?
They all have the same face? How is that even possible? What is this?
Who the hell are they?
It can't be. Are they even people?
It's hard to know for sure, but I think they're the true rulers of Rena.
They're not feeling particularly talkative.
It's no use, Alphen. If we don't fight, we may as well be sitting ducks here.
Good point. Let's stop them before this gets out of hand.
A chain
Demon
between
Fang!
heaven and earth.
Begin! Demon Fang!
Lay
that lightning! Yours! Break free! You'll pay for that!
I'll bring you back from
Take
death
this!
to this.
You're
Dreams of heaven, resuscitation!
Here, let me help.
Strike!
Cyclone!
No rest for the wicked.
Here, let me help.
A scream.
I owe you a blood.
Rending you apart!
Demon Fang!
A chain between
Demon
heaven and
Fang!
earth.
Arms being
A
interrupted.
wailing canopy of lightning! Here goes!
Heal! I owe you a
Another incantation ruined.
Mega Slide Thrust!
Stalagmite! On your...
Freeze Lancer!
Raining Slash!
Here, let me help.
Incineration Wave!
Freeze
Bloody
Lancer!
hell!
Dance to the wind! Hear my air thrust! A chain between
Is this
heaven
it?
and earth.
I couldn't make it in time.
A wailing banshee divine savior!
On your knees. You require a hand.
I'll bring you back from death.
Raging cascade!
I'll bring you back from death to this.
Purge, move, resuscitation! Seal! Searing flame! Reload! Oh, violent darting water!
Take
Hear
it!
my call!
Sonic
The flames will roar!
Glacial
Demon
Spear.
Fang!
Here
with
we
the
go!
earth. Stalagmite!
Freeze Lancer!
Here I come!
Purge, malevolent! Incineration! Seal!
Splendid Flash!
By the power of flame!
Away!
Finish the water's magic is there! Tidal
Raining
wave!
Slash!
Explosion!
Demon Fang! This one's
I'm
all
going to
mine!
need to use all the power of my healing arts to deal with this.
You're mine!
Let me help.
Try harder! Now!
Jade in the wind!
Demon Fang! Try this!
I'll be saving this one!
Is this it?
Don't leave me! The flames will roar! Burning! Bloody reload! Damn it! Out of ammo! Resuscitation!
Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite!
Not done yet!
Rending you apart.
Here I come!
Bring you back
Demon
from death
Fang!
to this. Where are you going?
I'm not done! It's over!
Negative gate.
I'll bring you back from
Raining
death to
Slash!
this.
Bloody holiday.
Resuscitation!
Blow away!
Radiant, I still got some fight left in me.
It's on! Blow away! You picked the wrong fight! Demon Fang!
Here! In here!
It's far enough!
I'll be saving this one! Magic is there! By the power of the
Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
In here!
Blood.
Blood!
I'm not done!
Here
Demon
goes!
Fang!
Use all the power of my healing arts to
Strike!
accomplish this.
In a bind.
Here
Raining
goes!
Slash!
Armor won't save you!
Reflect
Raining
light.
Slash!
Oh, violent
They
darting
smite with
wings.
black and
Call
gray.
Blow away!
Crossblade!
Resonate
with the
Connection between heaven and
Lunar
earth!
escape!
Gemini
Blow
Ultra!
away! Try
Wailing
harder!
Banshee of
Not
lightning!
yet!
By the power of flame!
Bloody
Demon
hell.
Fang!
Finish
All mine!
By the
Blow
power of
away!
flame! Finish without a trace!
Blow away!
Raging
Raining
cascade!
Slash! Blow away! Burn in hell!
Explosion! Chain
Demon
between
Fang!
heaven and earth! Burning!
Can you take it?
This should do it!
Freeze Lancer!
Leave the charges to me.
Lightning Stem! Thunderblade! Illuminate the dark!
You were playing nice.
Holy
Glacial
Lance!
Spear.
Raining
Chain
Slash!
between heaven and earth!
Blow away!
That'll bring you down.
Wailing Banshee of
Raining
lightning!
Slash!
Take this!
Shattering
I'm going to need to use all the power of my healing arts to accomplish this.
Let the night sins.
Demon
They
Blade!
might
Coyote
blade!
Demon Blade!
Lunar corruption! Leave it now!
Now you see what I can do!
Execution! On your knees!
Now or never! You're mine! Demon Blade!
Try this! Between heaven and earth.
Bloody
I'm going to
Raining
use
No
Blast!
all the
further!
power of my healing arts to
You're mine!
accomplish this.
No escape!
Can you take
it?
Not in your dreams!
Take this!
All mine!
The flames will
Blow
roar!
away!
Lunar corruption!
Resonate with the earth!
By the power of
Raining
my
Blast!
In here!
Demon Blade!
Resonate
I'll
with
be
the
sure
earth!
this one!
Try
All
harder!
might!
Demon
Reload!
Blade! Raining Slip!
Negative
Take
gate!
this!
Rending you apart!
Reload! Out of ammo! Seal! First aid! Back burning! It's
go time!
Demon Blade! Try this!
Pull myself together. I never miss!
Explosive ring! Ignite!
Air pressure! Rending you apart!
Armor won't save you!
A whirling
Raining
circle!
Slip!
Winds of heaven! Healing circle!
I'm in
Here
your
I go!
debt.
Sonic
Here!
Crush!
Into the shadows!
Try this!
Rending you apart! Breath of life! Heal my wearied companion!
Any more of them will all burn out!
I won't give up!
Q! Stay away from my friend! Megasonic Thrust!
Rending you
Try
apart!
this!
Bloody
A wailing dancing
Explosive ring!
savior! A whirling struggle! Magic advance!
Raining
Cyclone!
Resonate
Demon
with the
Blade!
earth!
Goodwill!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Surrender! Fighting is useless now!
Do you think it's really over?
Astral energy. Watch out! They've got something up their sleeve!
What?
It's self-destructed?
Alphen!
I'm okay. Just a little roughed up.
You had me worried there.
Who said you could touch that?
Damn it! He's awake!
I should have thought as much.
So you know this place?
Naturally, it was built for me, after all. We'll save that for another time. More pressing is how I'm going to tear you apart.
Even after all this time, you still insist on hating me?
You cut me down. Sovereign or not, you will pay for that.
You're obviously bluffing. You can't even move right now.
Really, is that what you think? Did you really think that such a petty device could hold me?
Are you going to claim it's because you're a ruler? Be it sovereigns or lords. In the end, they're all titles given by someone else.
Plus, what kind of ruler would spend all his time chasing Alf? Who happens to be another sovereign?
Idle prattle. I proved my worth and the Sovereign's powers were granted to me.
Were they really? We already know the title of Sovereign doesn't denote royalty. It is but an overblown codename for those with a designated part to play in these proceedings. You mentioned before that you were not the only one stolen from Dana, correct?
Yeah. There were countless. And every one of them besides me died.
All of those failed experiments, and they still kept going back to Dana. There must have been some vital reason their subject had to specifically be a Danan. Then there were the records we found in the library, for you and Volron. They were logged 300 years apart, and yet the data they took from you was exactly the same. Which leads us to a single conclusion.
Then you mean Voron was kidnapped just like Alphen? But then he became a...
A slave from Dana. Just like us. Isn't that right, Voron?
So he posed as a Renan and caused all that suffering to his own people?
How could you? If you knew the pain of being a slave, why would you inflict that upon others?
Renan and Dana are meaningless distinctions. Me and everyone else. That is all that matters. I will stand above all others and take what is rightfully mine, starting with this.
A red woman?
Another one?
Give your master back on Rena this message. No one makes a fool of me. Let them know I'll make them suffer.
Don't do it!
Serenus Alva!
It's too late. You can't stay here.
We need to go. Alphen!
Go. But know I will be your shadow no matter where you try to run.
Let's go.
Never forget, I am the one who devours everything. Who answers to neither spirit nor man. My word is law. I am...
Are you two okay?
Yeah. We'll be fine.
Is Volron... have we finally seen the last of him?
We can but hope.
Those red women. What the heck was their deal?
Could they be the ones behind all this? The same ones who put those soldiers in Faria in a trance?
What, those brainless things? Either way, they've done a runner with the Renis Alma. Damn it, that's the second time now!
Whatever's stolen from us, we'll steal it back. The future's ours to protect. And right now those things are what's standing in our way. We can head them off at Rena.
Did you say Rena?
Volron mentioned a master of theirs holed up in the Motherland somewhere.
If that monstrous form's their true identity, I shudder to think who they take orders from.
Yeah. There's a good chance it's not human. That's for sure.
So this thing over on Rena, that's what's really behind all this, huh?
They have the Renis Alma in their grasp already, so it's unlikely they'll have cause to return to Dana. I agree that Rena's our best shot.
Then we're agreed. Let's head back to the starship.